Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to share with you my copy and move files macro, and this is a file that I'll make available on my website. You can download for free. If you like it, all I ask is, hey, subscribe, hit a like, share with other people. But how it works is really simple. All we're going to do is copy files from one folder location to another. We can either move or copy them, and so there's buttons here to select the folder, enter criteria. So, assuming you've got a certain criteria that you want to meet for certain files that you move, assuming you don't want to move everything, and then click the run macro button. Okay, so I'm going to shrink this down a little bit just to show you. So I've got two folders. One, I've got an old folder and a new folder, and I've got some information about stocks. These are just blank text documents. There's nothing in here. The purpose of this is I'm going to move everything that contains the word stock into the new folder. So I've got two folders here, one for new, one for old. So these are right now in my old folder. I'm going to move them into my new folder. So I'm going to free up some space here just to make this easier to see. And so for starters, I'm going to select the folder to look through. So I'm going to select the folder button. It's going to open up my browser or my file explorer. Select old, that's what I'm looking through. And the files I want to copy or move into is going to be that new folder. And so if I go into that new folder right now, nothing in there, it's empty. And let's say I want to copy just the files that have the word stock in them. So these have stock in the name, so those will be copied over. And I've got an option to either move or to copy them. So the difference is if you move them, then they'll be gone from the old folder and they'll only be in the new folder. If you do copy, then they'll still be in the old folder and they'll also be copied into the new folder. So for right now, I'm just going to leave it as move, and I'm going to hit run macro, and you should see them disappear from here in a second. So done. So they're gone. If I go to the new, there they are. So now let's do this again. This time do a copy. So this time I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to select the new folder. That's where I'm looking through. And to copy into, let's choose the old folder. Okay, same criteria using stock here. This time, we're going to copy it. So it's going to leave this as is. It's going to copy these files and paste them into the old folder, which doesn't have anything. It just has that one file that did not meet that criteria. So now I'm going to hit the run macro button. And there we go. So now it's in the old folder and it's also in the new folder. So if you want to copy them and leave traces of the files in both folders, then you'd select copy. If you just want to move them, meaning you want to delete them from, or not delete them, but you don't want them to stay in the folder you're copying from, then you would select move. So fairly straightforward macro in terms of what it does. It's really just copying or moving files from one place to the other. Now there is one more thing you can do, and that's also to just clear out this criteria. It's not necessary for the macro to work. And if it's cleared out, what's going to happen is every file is going to meet the criteria. So if you want to copy everything or move everything, you can just leave it blank. So in this example, I've got everything in this new folder except for that working file, right? And rather than typing in working or file or making that criteria fit, what I can do is just select my old folder, select the new folder, and leave that criteria blank, and I'm going to set it to copy, so it's going to leave it in the old folder. And so the new folder and the old folder should be identical if everything copies correctly. So I'm going to hit the run macro button and it's done. So old, everything's still intact here. If I go to the new folder, again, I've got my working file there as well. So you're not going to see any prompts that it's copying over the same file. It's just automatically going to do that. So that's just one thing to watch out for, that you want to make sure that if you want to copy everything, it'll copy everything and potentially overwrite what you've got there. If you want to be more specific, put in a criteria there to meet your needs, and when in doubt, do a copy or do a backup of any files that it potentially might be saving over, just to make sure. But other than that, this is just a pretty simple macro that allows you to copy or move files over, and can be especially useful if you're dealing with a large number of files, and you're looking for a specific criteria. You don't want to copy everything, and it's always a good idea also to consider how you name your files, just to make it easy to look into them and to know what they are without having to open up every single file and see, okay, what that one relates to, or what the other one is. By using a good naming convention where you put in a bit of detail in your name, in your file name, it makes it easier later on to do that. What you're doing with Excel or any other thing, is by providing a good name, you can make it easier to move stuff around and know what it is prior to opening. So hope you found this video useful. The template, again, will be available on my site, and if you like it, please give this video a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.